Hello, this is my intro video for week 2. And let me just point out my Jesus icon back there in the background. Now you know I have sound credentials to teach this class, Jesus in the Christian Community, because I have a Jesus icon. Okay, seriously. If you've looked at the syllabus or if you've jumped online in Moodle, you'll know that the 3 main things we're going to be looking at this week is Jesus' baptism, his temptation, and his wonders and mighty deeds, sometimes referred to as his miracles. Now, one of the ways I understand these 3 things is through the idea of Jesus as the new Adam. It's one of the ways that the Apostle Paul talks about Jesus and his ministry to redeem and renew creation. And to understand this idea of Jesus as the new Adam, it's, of course, a good idea to go back to the Old Testament, to the first book, Genesis, and understand Adam as he's presented in that narrative. And basically what you get in Adam is 2 main things: that he is made in God's image. Actually, what you see is that God decides to make mankind in his image, male and female he makes them, and the 2 together image God. But one of the ways that they image God is God has given them authority to exercise dominion over the earth. And though we still have power, and you could see that man is unique in the order of creation, and we exercise this power over creation, often we do it in such a way that it brings havoc and destruction to creation as opposed to blessing and flourishing. And so Jesus' ministry is to bring back humanity into their original purpose, so that they could exercise the authority that God has given to them in the way that God designed them to exercise it, so that creation would be a place of flourishing and blessing, and it would truly be God's temple. So in baptism, what you see is Jesus identifying with Adam's fallen race. He is identifying with exiled Israel. And after he is baptized, he is sent out into the wilderness by the power of the Holy Spirit. So I forgot to mention that during his baptism, the Holy Spirit came upon him and it did not depart. And then after that, he's led by the power of the Spirit into the wilderness. And one of the ways you can understand the wilderness is as the aftermath of humanity being kicked out of the garden through Adam and Eve. And so what happened in the garden narrative in Genesis is that Eve and Adam were tempted by the snake and they fell to the temptation. And now we're all living in the aftermath of that fall. And so what you have now is Jesus going into the aftermath of the temptation, the wilderness, to face the Satan as a true human being. And he faces that temptation and does not capitulate. He remains strong and true to his Father's word. And so what Jesus is doing is he's rewriting everything that has gone wrong in the first Adam. He's rewriting the fallen race of Adam, and that's why he's referred to as the new Adam. And because Jesus has been baptized, and because he's received the power, and because he's gone out into the wilderness and faced the temptation and overcome the devil, now he comes back afterwards and he begins his public ministry. And in this public ministry, everyone experiences a new authority in Jesus, an authority they experience in his teachings. He doesn't teach like the others. And an authority they experience in his power to forgive and to heal, and in the mighty deeds that he commits. So that's kind of the connecting thread, this Jesus as the new Adam. And through Jesus, God is calling all of humanity back to their original purpose and design in creation. Another thing I want to draw attention to, some of you have already been using it, is the prayer forum at the top of the Moodle page. I try to pay attention to that as much as possible, pray for you guys. I also want to encourage other members of the class to go to the prayer forum, not only to post your prayers, but also to pray for other people and just to let them know that they are being prayed for. One of the things that you might have picked up in reading through the syllabus is that we want to create a learning community here at Fresno Pacific University, and praying for one another, sharing meals. Of course, we're not doing that online, but if you've taken other classes at Fresno Pacific University, you know that a shared meal is a part of our time together. But the point is we want to create a sense of community, and at least we could pray for one another. Like I said in my email, other things that we could do is those intro videos. Most of you have done that. I think there's still a few holdouts. If you can do that, I would deeply appreciate it. Also, put a picture to your name so that when other people are seeing you on the forums, particularly, they would have a face and they're not just responding to a name. And again, as always, if you have any questions, just let me know. Send me an email. And you never know, you might be actually articulating questions that other students have that they are not asking. So please, absolutely feel free to do that. And I hope things go well for you. That's it. That's all I have for you. Bye.